Evening, welcome to CBS Baltimore.com on a beautiful Labor Day. Right now we're at 78, got up to the low 80s, 81 in Frederick, 68 in Oakland, Ocean City. Comfortable but not too warm today, down to 74 now, 80 in La Plata, 78 up in Bel Air. Let's take a look at Hurricane Irma. Winds up to 130. It's now a Category 4 storm, moving off to the west at 13. Expected to continue that strength, as you can see, even stronger by Wednesday, almost a Category 5. By the time it gets to about just Dominican Republic, north of Puerto Rico, that's Puerto Rico. Depending on the exact track, if it hits the islands where there are plenty of mountains, particularly Puerto Rico and Cuba, it's going to knock it down. Dominican Republic and Haiti, also a lot of mountains, but it's also going to cause a lot of damage. The winds and the rain down there is going to cause flooding, a lot of problems. It's really, at this point, a catastrophic kind of storm, very much like Harvey was. Now, by the time it gets up here on Saturday, these tracks will change. You see, by the time we get to Saturday, we get about a 500-mile spread of the models. South Florida is in that cone, but it may head further south. It may come up toward the Gulf. We don't know at this point. A lot of the models do have it headed toward Florida, but that, again, those spaghetti models are going to change tonight. We'll have an update on those for you later on. Some of the models have it even up the East Coast here. As you see, a huge spread there. The bulk of them right around the Cuba area. But these are a lot of mountains here in Cuba, so that will definitely change the character of the storm, knock it down. They could see tropical storm force winds, maybe hurricane winds in Florida. At this point, it's too early. Meanwhile, you see that cluster of clouds in the Gulf? That has a pretty good chance of developing into something, but it's headed toward Mexico, maybe a little bit of southwest Texas, not headed toward Houston, but possibly could affect portions of southwest Texas in about 4 to 6 days. Meanwhile, way out in the eastern Atlantic, another system came off the coast of Africa. That's typically what happens this time of year. Has now an 80% chance of developing into a depression of some kind or a tropical storm, but it's moving in this direction. It's not moving off to the west. So even if it does develop, it's going to stay out in the middle of the Atlantic. So at this point, not concerned about that particular system. To the west of our region tonight, we have a frontal boundary, scattered showers and storms developing, that low heading up toward northern New England. It will drag that front with those showers and storms. In our region tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, as that front comes through, look for some scattered storms, maybe some heavy downpours. By 7 o'clock out across Ohio and Pennsylvania. By 11 o'clock, Garrett County getting some storms. By the time we get to 2 o'clock just west of us, 3, 4, 5 o'clock showers and storms in the region into the evening hours. Now, Wednesday, that front's going to stall down, and a little area of low pressure expected to perhaps cause some more rain here on Wednesday. Some of it could be locally heavy, particularly across the eastern shore. Then it dries out, chilly air coming in for Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just like a fall air mass as we head into the weekend. Meanwhile, tonight, clear and milder than last night, a low of 65. Tomorrow, warm, humid, yeah, upper 80s a lot of places with afternoon or evening thunder. Could be some heavy downpours, gusty winds. And then as we head into the middle of the week, more rain and cool temps, only upper 60s on Wednesday. Cooler and drier, beautiful. Low 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Nighttime lows, look for upper 40s to the low 50s across the entire region. So fall weather headed our way after the rain. Have an updated forecast and look at Irma late tonight.